The first phase of the ambitious three-phase development of the Waltham Watch Factory is nearing completion. It will include 160,000 square feet of brick and beam office space. One tenant, Pasquet International, has already moved in. The developer, Berkeley Investments, has worked closely with the city's historical officials to use their lobby at 221 Crescent Street to organize an ongoing exhibit about the factory's role as the first mass producer of watches in the United States. Boston.com's Eurotown reporter Kathryn Eident got a sneak peek of what the new exhibit has to offer.
Thanks, Carlos. Walk into the lobby of the newly renovated watch factory and you'll travel back in time. Although the exhibit in the foyer won't open until the end of the month, antique tools and machinery line the walls while original watches and other artifacts are displayed in glass cases. The factory's history is certainly colorful, but I wanted to learn about how a watch is actually made. I talked with exhibit designer and Charles River Museum of Industry director Dan Yaeger to learn more.
The notion that the Waltham Watch Factory never really actually made watches with machines. A lot of people think, okay, the machines made the watches. They never did. The machines themselves made the watch parts, and they still required a lot of skilled artisans to actually assemble the watch itself. So what you had are the machines made the parts, and the parts were all then brought to the assembly area, and then the skilled watchmakers would put the parts together. So it still took people to do it. Of just, okay, the number of steps that needed to happen in order to get that watch out the door. And so, that would be, everything from moving a piece in, loading it into the machine, having the machine do its work, then have that piece done and move it to another spot. So 150 parts typically per watch, and in all it took more than 3,000 steps by a man or machine to manufacture a single watch. What the company actually shipped out of this facility were watch movements, as they were called, and the movements are the insides of the watch. They did not have a case, and so in this instance, this would have been the case that they came out of the factory, and they were shipped to jewelers then, not to an end user. There was no internet back then. You couldn't order online or whatever. Like they at their peak were manufacturing, I think it was about 3,000 watches a day. So this model 1857, and that was the thing that established the Waltham Watch Factory. So this was sort of the Model T of watches, I guess. It kind of set the stage for things to come, and it was a very important model for the watch factory.
The original 57 PS Bartlett is on display, along with other beautiful watches. The exhibit is co-designed by the Charles River Museum of Industry and the Waltham Historical Society. The building's developer, Watch City Ventures, has sponsored the project. The exhibit will open to the public with an open house on Friday, July 24th.
Katie, I didn't realize watches had so many small parts. I'm sure this exhibit will be great. Thank you.
Thank you, Carlos.
To learn more about this particular exhibit or to find more current events here in Waltham, you can visit boston.com/Waltham. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.